Hi, I'm Charlotte Smith with Grass-Fed TV, your place for tips and ideas on how to cook through that quarter beef and very soon a half a hog. Today's recipe is chili Colorado. I'm super excited about it because I'm one of those people who every Mexican restaurant I ever go to, I order the chili Colorado off the menu, hoping, really excited to have this wonderful dish, and I'm always disappointed. And it comes down to, I've finally figured out that it's the quality of the beef. Nothing compares to homegrown, hand-produced, handcrafted, grass-fed beef. It makes all the difference in the flavor in the world. And so this is a really wonderful recipe. I adapted it from Lynn Curry's recipe out of pure beef. I changed it around a lot. It starts with the foundation of this chili Colorado is the sauce itself. And the main ingredient in the sauce are these ancho chili peppers, and you can buy them in the Mexican aisle of your grocery store. I used 2 bags for this recipe. They look just like that. And the first thing we need to do is to roast these chili peppers. Now this may seem a little overwhelming, but it is definitely worth the time and effort to do this. So the first thing we have to do is seed them and stem them. Now to stem and seed these chili peppers, just grab your kitchen shears or a knife. I'm just gonna cut right up the side of it here and open it up. And you can do this over your kitchen sink and just pop the seeds out of there like that. Get the stem out. Then you just want to place your peppers in your pan here in a single layer. And you just kind of press down on them. Use the tongs or a wooden spatula to press down on them about 30 seconds per side. And they're starting to get really fragrant here. Just turn them over. And about 30 more seconds on the other side while you press them down. Then once your peppers are all roasted, put them in this bowl. I've got my tea kettle full of boiling water. And just pour it over the chilies, and they're going to soak in this boiling water for about 20 minutes. So just set them aside and let them soak. In the meantime, back in our pan here, I'm going to place an onion, a sliced onion with the cut side down, and about 8 cloves of garlic with the peel still on, and we're just gonna let them toast here and cook until they develop some black spots on them. Once our garlic and onions nicely toasted, just take it right out of the pan, and it goes right into your blender or your food processor. And this is how our onion looks on the bottom, and it's nice and soft in there. And you want to peel the garlic, and it's really super easy to peel after you've toasted it. Then go ahead and add your peppers to the food processor, and then you want 3/4 of a cup of this cooking liquid. And turn it on, and you just puree it until it's very smooth. Now that it's nice and smooth and pureed, we will just let our sauce set right here while we go prepare the meat. Now for our chili Colorado, you can use stew meat, or I'm going to use a rump roast or any cut of meat that benefits from a long, slow cook. So you don't feel like you have to just make stew from your stew meat. Pull out a couple packages and use that for your chili Colorado. I've got a rump roast here, and I'm just going to pat it dry like we do. If you're using stew meat, you'll just throw it in the pot. The roast though, I'm gonna sear first, so I'm gonna pat it dry. I'm just gonna add a tablespoon of lard. You can use tallow, coconut oil. Then we'll add our meat and just sear it about 5 minutes per side. Once the meat is seared, if you're using a roast, just set it aside, and we'll add our onions and cook them lightly. And then we'll add our spices. We've got our Mexican oregano. Again, you find that in the ethnic aisle at your grocery store. Some allspice and a tablespoon of cumin, and 2 teaspoons of salt. Stir in our spices. We'll add our roast back in. This is where we put our sauce in. Look at that beautiful, thick Colorado sauce. Now you want to simmer your sauce for just about 5 minutes until it turns a deeper, richer brown. Pour in your broth, about 4 cups of beef broth, tablespoon of tomato paste. Stir it, mix that all in, and then we are just going to put the lid on it and let it simmer with the lid soft just a little bit for about an hour and a half. This smells incredible in our house today. I wish you could be here. So it's just been a couple hours with this roast, and the sauce is beautiful. I'm just gonna shred the meat up here for our purposes, and if you used stew meat, you don't have to shred it. You are ready to go, and we'll serve it in a minute. Here is our fabulous chili Colorado recipe. Wow, it's so fragrant and yummy smelling. You can serve this a number of different ways. Traditionally in a Mexican restaurant, it would be on a plate with some rice and beans served with tortillas. My husband's favorite way to do it is to just have a bowl of the chili Colorado and have some toppings on it. This is a cotija cheese, some cilantro, and he loves guacamole, big serving of guacamole. So this will be his dinner with a couple tortillas and a big side of chili Colorado. So I hope you love this recipe as much as I do when you make it. You will just be amazed. It tastes nothing like anything you've ever had in any restaurant, anywhere. I can guarantee that. Well, now it's your turn. Thanks so much for joining me. I want you to scroll down below the video to the comment section and tell me, what is your biggest struggle getting dinner on the table, whether it's for your family or for you or 1 or 2 of you or your family? What is your biggest struggle doing that? Thank you so much for watching today, and share this video with your friends. This is a recipe that everyone should have in their repertoire. Also, stay tuned afterwards and look at the footage of me moving our cows. I move our cows probably 3 times a week to fresh grass, and we're talking shoulder high, lush, green Willamette Valley grass. This goes on our whole growing season, which is one of the things that makes our beef taste so amazing. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon. To stem and seed the chili peppers, just grab a knife, or I've got my kitchen shears here. Let's do that again.